What's up, everyone? What do we got today? We got Uber VP going. And here's our Parker, Shooting Star. And obviously very appropriate name because we are all superstars. Yes, that's right. Superstars is the name of our server. And these are the Ubers who are joining us for the run, at least for this run right here. We're all just kind of gathered, waiting for the groups to be posted in the Superstars Discord server. Now, before I go on any further, I will just say none of this is scripted, so I hope I get all the information in here. Alright, so now with that out of the way, I will just say, so basically how the server works with, especially with respect to signing up for runs, is that an announcement will go out about approximately an hour before the run in our announcements channel. And we'll tell you, sign up in red signups. Any tune is welcome, really. But we do this Uber style. So essentially, the max amount of lap you can have is 47. And the max amount of gag tracks, gag tracks you can have is 4. So certainly, like, we've had tunes here before, obviously, that have a potential max laugh of above 47. Like people bring their main tunes, their 130 whatever, 120 whatever, but they just have to drop their laugh down to 47 or less if they want to join these runs. For the Uber VP runs, I should say. The Uber CFO runs, that's a different requirement. That would be 78 laugh. They need to drop it down to at least 78, or if they want to go less. But here we got the Uber VP, so I'm just going to talk about that. But, and then obviously, like, some tunes have more than 4 gag tracks, but if they're, the main tune, they've progressed through the game, they just need to drop whatever it is, 1 or 2 tracks, in order to get 4. They can break 4, they can break 3 if they want to, but typically a lot just break 4 if they have the capability to break 4 gag tracks. And so yeah, we're very open, very inclusive to everyone that wants to come. So I believe I will put a link to the server in the video description here. There's also going to be a link, or like a clickable kind of place. I'll show you at the end of the video, but there is a place in the About Me section of my channel where there is a link that kind of takes you to Superstars. At least it should. And so don't mind me, I'm just checking back and forth. The group has been posted. So yeah, once the group gets posted, just kind of walk in. So basically, like, as I was saying, signing up, just sign up in the Run Signups channel. And then for approximately the 50 minutes between when the announcement goes out and when the run starts. So typically, yeah, as I said, the announcement goes out an hour before the run. Signups close approximately 10 minutes before the run starts. There can be exceptions if we need more individuals. So for example, like if we have 13 people signed up or 15 people signed up and someone wants to sign up late, there can be an accommodation made for that, because then that would put us at, like, for example, 15 to 16, so then that's 2 full groups. But the reason why the rule's in place about closing signups 10 minutes before is just because if we have 16 already signed up and someone's working on the split of the group within that 10-minute time frame, it gets to be a little more difficult when you have 17 and you're trying to comprise, like, multiple groups like that. And personally, just like a behind-the-scenes type thing, when we do split, if splitting is needed, we do try and like make sure we have, for two different groups, splitting between two different groups, trying to balance out the lures, people who have lure in their gag track, trying to split the people who only have two gag tracks, splitting people who have three gag tracks, And typically when I say three gag tracks, they have sound typically, and with four gag tracks, it's typically like the throw squirt sound lure, adding sound and lure onto the original two. We do have two trackers. I think I'll show off some different unique combos. We have some pretty good combinations of gag trackers in here. So essentially, once the group is posted, though, and it's typically like at the top of the hour, like right on the hour, we try to post the groups and such. So then we head from the pit, and certainly it's not the pits over here. We have a very fun time, but we go from the Silmon HQ pit through the doors with our disguises on. And then as soon as everyone gets there, we will load and go. Now, if it's just like one group, we do a load and go approach. When we have multiple groups, we have the group leaders, or typically it's staff. Before you try and split the staffs also among the groups, so that way it's all even in that regard. Yeah, no, I'm just realizing we have the same hat on. Flower power. You see what I'm seeing? Anyway, though, so yeah, it is important to kind of recognize that anyway, yeah, splitting the groups. So trying to split it, make sure that it's all even. And I think we just had... Okay, yeah, we had someone drop, so we're just trying to figure out what to do for the 8th for now. Thankfully, we do have people who volunteer to bring backups if necessary. They can run two. We have the tuber rule where you can try out to run multiple. It's really fun, but yeah, just basically though, if we have just like one group load and go, there are multiple groups. Staff will invite you into your respective group. So whether it's group 1, group 2, we do it that way, and then group up and then head on it. The elevator, do it that way. Got some awesome people in here too. Alright, we are all loaded and ready to go. Look at the way the elevator just closed on that dog nose right there. That was awesome. Or rather, I should say, paw-some. Paw awesome. Because dogs, But this has been a real uplifting conversation. Speaking of uplifting, here we come out of the elevator. And basically, rules are fairly standard, fairly normal, Basically, same way you would go about any other VP. It's all about just strategizing, because in our case, the laugh does matter. Because we do have a, lower laugh, relatively speaking, than others who would typically go in a VP. So this is a real interesting set up to start. But typically, the best way to go is just try and take out the 12 if you can. So basically, I mean, I know everyone's set up, but basically it's important to know whether you have a lure on your side, well, how many people you know have lure on your side, how many people have sound on your side, how many two trackers you have on your side, both traditional and non-traditional two trackers, especially in this case. So like here, Cotton Kitty, great name. But here, yeah, it's just a two-tracker. You got sound. It's a non-traditional two-tracker because they don't have throw, they have sound instead. So here's an example of a four-tracker. This is a very unique four-tracker. I like that. Then obviously here's a traditional two-tracker, which is throw and squirt. And then obviously you can see their throws are organic, my throws are organic. That really works out well in terms of like their level 11s, level 12s. It's all about knowing what to kind of try and take out. Because an organic cake as such could take out a lured level 11. It's just a matter of which way to kind of go, because in theory I could have taken out the... Could have tried to take out the Hollywood too if I wanted to. Felt the Bigler may have been just a little more important to take out in this case, especially considering the Hollywood will still be lured next turn still. They just keep throwing all the difficult cogs at us. It's like they know who we are. And so again, you're probably wondering, why are we using two kicks? In case lure misses, which, okay, thankfully it hit, but you always hope for the best, but expect the worst. And by expecting the worst, lure, in theory, would have missed. We would need two cakes to take it out. Now, if it's a lured level 12 like that, a cake and a pie, you know, birthday cake and a cream pie, that would have worked out nicely. However, we did not know how that was going to go. However, now I am in the dilemma of being out of cakes this early. On the right side, though, something like this could work out very nicely. Tried to find where's the one about using sound to unlure the cogs or something like that. No, I can't find it. It's okay, I'll just type it. There we are. Okay, so we all survived round one. That's very good start, everyone. I'm here for all the... Oh. So yeah, as you can see, the VP's on the move. We're ramping it up. But yeah, I'm just here for all the goodness here, you know? Like, I want to lift everyone's spirits. And for the record, yes, this is taking place during April Tunes Week. So next, obviously, is the Skelecog round, and we all have a bone to pick with them. Get it? Because Skele and bone. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Just wait. This is where it gets a little more tricky, with especially with gags. Especially in my case when I've already used 3 birthday cakes in the first round. Anyway, so look, here's an example, like a 130 something too. It's very simple, just to kind of drop your laugh any way you can, and just bringing in 4 gag tracks. So here you see lure, sound, throw, and drop. But yeah, just like as long as you drop your laugh, you're more welcome to come to our runs. And here's an example of a 4-tracker, including lure and sound, as I was kind of saying earlier. And that lure gets to be very, very helpful. And that's the sound you hate to hear because someone just went sad on the other side. So ideally, because yeah, I think the highest level here is a level 10, in which case 2 foghorns and a trunk would have been enough to take them out. So yeah, anyway, there are a couple different ways of going about this. You could have done like a 3 sound to do enough to take them out, plus someone calling a tune-up SOS. What the heck was that? I should not have said we were good, because we definitely are not. Okay, well this is where it gets interesting, because another option would have been to, lure and doodle. That's the other. Definitely, I highly recommend getting a doodle from the that has a higher score. Typically, you can find those at the Donald Streamland Playground. That's where I got this one a while back. And yeah, so essentially now that they're lured and such, the important thing is to just heal with doodles. Doodles are our friend. Because yeah, kind of like the turn prior, before, like that turn that things went awry, we decided to go with sound. That's one way to go about it. Another way would have been to just try to use lure and doodle, but again, okay, kind of limited what I can do here. So a situation like this, yeah, it might be best because the other 2 are still going to be lured. Just try to take out one at a time, river's coming down. But you know, that's kind of the fun with this too. There are different ways of strategizing how to go about a situation. You never know. At this point, I'm even wondering why I'm showing this round, because this is probably... You keep hearing the sad noises. This is definitely, like, wow, what can I do? I could try and use a doodle as a stud. But yeah, there's, because yeah, lure accuracy is quite something. Especially for organic, it does still miss. Especially when you need it to hit. Okay, how do we want to go about this? Okay, so yeah, we could do this and that'll work nicely. Thankfully, it's already lured, and that allows us to do this. Okay, are we at the end? Oh my goodness, no. I did not realize. Okay, well, here it goes. This is why you have level 7 Tandy too, as an Uber. Cogs, I pronounce you all God. Yeah, this is just about the only thing I could do, I think, at this point, because 2 foghorns would not be enough for level 10. Alright, please, no more. That was quite something. That was probably because the other side all went sad. We got some more cogs on our side. And now, time to fail at backstudding. You know, okay, so the one thing I hate about backstudding... There we go. Okay, that's the right angle. I hate the up close. I don't know, there's just something about getting up close at the back that I don't like. I prefer to just kind of stay back and backstud. Now at an angle like this, it might work if you hit it at a certain angle. But yeah, like something like this where the VP's kind of like flat. doing that might work. So yeah, like this is kind of like the type of angle I like to hit it at. There we go. The difficult thing too is that, like, I don't know, for some reason I find it best to work to throw the pie with jumping, just so it hits the VP's chest, their face, kind of that area. This is where it all goes downhill, literally. Okay, this is the actual tricky part, because you gotta be quick with your throwing skills right when that opens. Oh yeah, I'm definitely failing this backstunning portion. Come on, open up just one more time. Gotta get this pie in there. Gotta do a pie-tastic job. Yeah, preferably two people should not be doing this, just two. It goes a lot smoother when you have more. But we're not doing too bad. This is pretty decent for just two of us. Oh, come on. That one should have counted. Come on, are you kidding me? Alright, one more, we got it. Wow, we did it. So yeah, she did really amazing that last round there, that pie round, and for saving us in that Skelecog round too, but wow, we somehow did it. Positive energy only. Superstars, come on. I believe we could do this time. I believe we could do it this time. All 8 of us will survive. You gotta have positive thinking going into it. You also gotta have the ability to assess whether or not to use level 7. So like I did at the last one, I knew that obviously if there's a potential, obviously, use it or lose it, because you could have a level 7, but if you go sad, it gets taken away anyway. So if there's a situation where it looks like you might need to use it, it's probably best to err on the side of yes, using it. And so here we are, take 2. So yeah, this is very typical actually. So typically we do a first run, and then regardless of the outcome, we usually send out a sign up. You know, if there's enough interest in doing a second run anyway, obviously we will do that. But yeah, I've used all my level 7s that I had, at least for today, so now it feels so weird not having them. And so basically though, so I'll just explain like that in between period, that period of time between when the first run ends and the second run begins, there's typically a 10-minute period, and this applies to both the Uber VP and Uber CFO runs. So this can apply to all of our runs in this respect, but we usually, you know, so right after that first run ends, as soon as all groups are done, you know, whoever is hosting for that day will send out a ping to everyone in the in our Discord server, Superstars, and we will say, "Hey, is anyone up for another run?" And then we'll open up signups. Obviously, you know, you can just put whoever you want to bring for the that next run, and those signups are open for approximately about 10 minutes, as I said. It can be extended longer because obviously, like, if someone needs a factory, like a short factory, or even if it's a long factory but they're moving quick, you know, like, it's not a strict 10 minutes, like 12 minutes might be 13 minutes, 14 minutes, you know, just as long as you're just about done with the factory. When we're talking about Uber VP, the factory, or if you just need a quick mint before the Uber CFO. And I'm not talking about a breath mint or a pepper mint, like a coin mint or a dollar mint, something that's quick, you know? So yeah, as long as you're moving fast and efficient, there's really no problem with waiting. But we do just do the 10-minute period just for our purposes to give us a respectful amount of time to get the signups all taken care of, and if we need to split, because if we need 2 groups again, do it in that regard. So yeah. I think that just about covers it. They both use throw on the same cog, right? Because doing math, I think that would have been the only way that worked. Ah, they did it. Ooh, that's a very dangerous attack. Okay, my bad. I thought they went for the same one. But yeah, so basically that's how they sign up. Period in between works. My poor doodle, I have worked him to the bone. Wait a minute. That's not my doodle. I wasn't showing the wrong color doodle with my little circle there. I guess Fluffy came to see us. Alright, everyone. I guess Fluffy has joined the Uber VP run. Here, we'll do it like this so we can take out 2 of them and just leave the level 2 remaining. But yeah, we got oodles of doodles here, so to speak. Although none of them do speak. That's the thing too, so you'll notice like with a lot of us, jump is pretty much the go-to command, especially if it's max, because so a max of, if I'm remembering the math correctly, a max of 10, because yeah, jump does about 10 when it's maxed. Yeah, it's 10. Has a 97% chance of working when it's maxed. Now I don't know what the stats are when Fluffy's doing it in place of my max doodle, if you know, my max jump doodle. If it's the same thing, probably is the same. Anyway, though, so basically, though, how it works is that essentially equates to, 97% chance. That's pretty good, and we do need the laugh. Now, when it's not maxed, it gets to be a little more tricky trying to determine the odds, but it is significantly less. And look at us using sound on learned cogs to finish the round. I know I'm sending all this positive energy to everyone. I don't know, I'm trying to pick this up because it's Mozart. We definitely need more of Mo. Especially helps with sound combos and such. So yeah, this is definitely very helpful. Yeah, hopefully the VP, after going off the edge, have a nice trip, see you next fall, and all that fun stuff. Alright, this round will go better. Hopefully sound does not miss. That first sound miss, that was a killer. For our side at least. And I know the other side. Okay, we're trusting it right off the bat. But yeah, particularly if you have a solid group that where like all 4 of you have sound on your side, for example, the Skelecog route is probably the better route to try and use sound combos. Like this. It all just seems to kind of work better and synergize. Here, and then obviously using like throw and squirt in the first round. Sound does have its uses though in that first round. I don't want to make it sound like, just for this. There are uses for it, but strategically, I definitely like to use it here. Just because I've always found troubles with lure hitting. Again. Let's see here. Server-wise, I don't think there's much else to say other than obviously you do earn points for joining us in our runs. So everyone who's joined our runs so far, earn points, and obviously if you do join, you know, feel free to join us, and we do give out points for attending runs and having fun with us. We do chat in the server too, obviously, and that's where we're very family friendly, though. I'll throw this out there. We are family friendly, PG rated, but we do have fun with each other. We tell a lot of good 2D jokes, which is what's important. Yeah, that's technically, like, that's what I like. You know, that's how you build a community. Yeah, positive relations. Very positive, very friendly. And you're able to all have fun with each other too, all the while. So, alright. Hopefully this goes a lot better. Okay, yeah, this is definitely gonna go quicker than the first time we tried this, because we actually have all of us here for once. Well, not for once, but you know what I'm saying. Alright, so last time you got to see me backstud with strategies no one else has heard before. This time, I get to show you the pie throwing skills with strategies nobody's ever heard before. So basically, I like to stay back and lob the pie high. So like with that meter, you see it kind of, to start off at least, go about maybe about the halfway point, and then as the VP goes down the ramp, it slowly goes into like that blue bar kind of aligning with that, at least trying to align with the that outer edge of the pie square, you know what I'm saying, or even just a little less than that. And then as he gets to that bottom part of the ramp, trying to just like immediately hit because the delete key for me is at least where the pie throwing is, hitting that and kind of like jumping up. And you can see that it's still kind of, it hits there. It gets there, it hits the VP and all that. The only difficult thing is managing this when the VP jumps too. It's all about timing. Yep. Alright, just like that. Because surprisingly, it still hits from up here, so it's like, why put myself down there when I could easily hit from up there? The downside, obviously, is when you're up close, you get to throw more pies, I think. As opposed to when I'm just throwing it from back here, the stunning time gets less and less as you go down, closer to the edge. So that's the only downside to it. But I am out of harm's way for the most part, so that's nice. Which is why you see me in the habit of like jumping while throwing. And then especially when you get to this point where the VP's like right on the edge. He's a VP on the edge, literally, and so that's when you see me like, yeah, around this part, jumping and throwing. But yeah, that was a lot smoother, and you'll see we got that teamwork going for us. Get to see everyone dance, which is nice. Yeah, I told you this would be a lot more positive and uplifting of a run. We all survived. I know we're all happy about that. So yeah, everyone did a good job, good teamwork. And that is that. We are done with runs for the day. Again, we do have our server schedule for runs in the server. That sounded way too redundant, but yeah. Our scheduled runs are in the server, so definitely please take a look at it. Again, there should be a link below the video description, and I'll also try and get that on the About Me side of my page, my YouTube page. That way, make it easier to check it out. But definitely do. Please join us for some good laughs. Hey there, hope you had fun watching. So definitely check out my channel for some more videos. Got a wide selection of videos to show here. Check out some playlists, including my Uber series if you're curious about how to build your own Uber. Definitely give some good tips and advice and some very good jokes along the way, obviously. And definitely check out the About Me section for a link to Superstars and even my own server, Laughter Hours Cafe. Hope you had a fun time. Hope to see you in these servers where we can talk some more. Hope to see you, everyone.